I'm with my friend Amy.
Yeah, we are. Friday! It's Friday!
It's Friday. We are going to go out for lunch, but I was actually given a really good idea by a girl that we know, Leslie Kelly, to do a Q&A. And then going through other people's vlogs, I've noticed that they do a Q&A. But I wanted you guys to know what I do a little bit first before I did a Q&A, because you'd be like, who cares?
Yeah.
So Amy is going to actually ask me the questions, but we're going to actually stop.
Some solid cues.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. What is what?
We're going to stop. Well, let's just park in here and look at the beef cows.
There's Oreo ones.
There's Speckle Parks. They're looking at us.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fighting.
They are fighting.
Stop fighting.
Maybe they're just flirting.
Maybe they are flirting.
Maybe that's flirty.
Maybe they're just dudes.
Yeah.
They're totally steers.
They're posturing.
Yeah, totally
right
posturing.
Now. They're peacocking.
They don't even know they don't have their stuff.
No. Okay, so here's one.
Okay. You got your own?
No. Well, yes and no. So
I'm looking at the camera.
We always see you pulling, reaching.
Stuff. Pulling lambs.
Hands all in.
Hands in
vaginas.
Hands in you vaginas. Not you vagina, but yo, not you.
No. Oh my God! What the hell do you wash your hands with?
What do I wash my hands
before
with?
You prepare this glorious three-course?
Okay, so I wash my hands. I have two. I have a vet antibiotic soap, like that green stuff that they put everywhere. I have that, and I also have Dawn dish soap.
Dawn kills 99.9% of bacteria.
So I use both.
Yep.
And I have a scrubber. Scrub.
Let me see your nails.
Oh, they're maybe not great today.
They're clean as hell.
Yeah,
there you go.
They're scrubbed.
Okay, so I want to know, tell me a little bit about what you did this morning.
So this morning...
Aside from losing
Dutchie, so... Yeah, that was a sad way to start the day. A typical day, I'll get up at about 6, and then I'll get to the barn. I like to see the kids before they go to school, so I will wait till about 7:45 to go to the barn, 8 o'clock, unless I'm lambing and then I'm out earlier. I have a few bottle babies, so actually I feed them first, and I feed the ewes, I feed the lambs with pellets. I have cows across the road, I go feed the cow. I have finishing lambs across the road, I feed them and bed everything. The rest of the day, it depends on just a management job. So hoof trimming, vaccination, breeding, sorting, shipping. My days are always different.
And you know what? I'm not actually asking you rhetorical questions. I genuinely don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
I thought Amy was just reading.
No,
You're really
not
actually
at all.
not. You're
I
very
actually
engaged.
don't know.
That's good.
I want to know about the good, bad, and the ugly, about what happens when they go to the abattoir. I mean, nobody ever talks about that.
No one ever talks.
Why don't people talk about it?
Well, because people don't want to think about where the food, that part of it, right? But my whole philosophy in it is, like, everyone's like, aren't you sad the day that they go? When they are healthy right to the very end, they go off the trailer really nice and there's such low stress that, to me, that is a way easier thing for me to handle than just to watch my animal die of illness.
Right.
Like, I think that's why people don't talk about it, because they don't want to know that part of it.
It's an important step to acknowledge.
Yeah.
And your point about it's much harder to watch your animal just die. So can we talk about, did you treat Dutchie with anything?
Dutchie, yes. I saw her Monday. The one side of her udder was actually getting hard and a little bit swollen, and she just seemed a bit off. Okay. But then I watched her lamb come up and he was nursing, so I was like, well, I'm gonna let her go another day or so. This is a time where I should listen to my gut, notice that she was off, and treated her, and I didn't, and I waited. And yesterday I went in there, she didn't come up to the feed bunk, and she's a fat mama. She was a big she is first to the food.
Yeah.
So when you see a sheep not coming up to the food, then you know that there's a problem. I ran in, I held her, I'm like, what is the matter? Like, she's gonna answer me. I got some antibiotics specifically for mastitis, because her udder was hard. Okay. I got her an udder balm, which is kind of a minty, I think even people sometimes use it.
Bag balm.
To cool, bag balm.
Bag balm.
It's to cool.
I don't use bag balm.
To cool, I don't need to. To cool off. I also gave her a painkiller, checked her last night, and there was no improvement. I knew by morning, I knew she was going to be gone. So I kind of came to grips with it before this morning, but when you see it, it's still hard.
It's hard.
So I did try to treat her, but I was too late.
Okay.
Is there any other questions you want to ask me?
Yeah, there's a ton of other questions.
What's some questions that Leslie wanted to know?
Here, I can't.
Oh shoot, you need my thumb.
Oh, hey, this is a good one.
Okay.
So you did talk about it a little bit on your podcast, and I've seen it on Snapchat and pictures and stuff, but what the hell's up with 5 lambs? Is that normal?
Oh, no. 5 lambs isn't...
So what is the normal number?
It's not really normal. You really want twins for sheep. If they can have they have 2 teats. Like, to pay for the ewe and feeding the ewe.
Right. Okay.
And all the whole system, breeding the ewe. You will pay for that ewe's existence through 1 lamb, but you only will make a little bit more money if you have on the second. So if you only have singles, it's not even really worth doing. So you want 2. 3 is great, but mom has to be very productive. You start getting past 3, you're gonna have to think long and hard about your nursing capability.
Okay, so we've both had babies. We both know that you have to change your diet a little bit when you're having a baby. Do you change their rations based on whether or not they are nursing?
When I have lambs nursing, we actually have to increase the energy in the feed by a lot. Like they're getting...
so what are you...
Probably
what
double.
Specifically, but what is it that's doubling their energy?
So I would add a little bit of either barley or dry corn, whatever we grow. So we grow our own feed. Any other questions? Did I answer that one? Yeah. So we adjust our ration based on what cycle they're at. I'm starving.
Let's go to Krabby's then.
Okay.
It's close.
It's
and
right
I'm
there.
also I'm also starving.
Is that all the questions you think we have?
No, I think we
Is there just simple questions?
I think we could probably talk all day.
I know we can. When do you shave them? Well, we don't shave them, Leslie. We shear them. Lamb all year long, so I lamb every 6 weeks. So whoever's in that group, I'll shear them about 2 weeks before they lamb.
Okay,
and
why?
It keeps them really clean. Keeps that whole under region clean for their babies.
Do you shear yourself? You have somebody shear.
Do I shear myself?
Yeah. You have somebody shear for you.
I get a guy come in, Charlie. He's my guy. He's part of my team too. I love that guy.
Talk to me about the wool.
Oh,
What
the
does he do
wool.
with
The wool he just puts in a big bag, and it gets taken to the wool depot. There's a Canadian wool depot. Most of it probably gets shipped overseas, to be honest, to China, and made into stuff.
Right. How many Banana Republic sweaters would you get out of one sheet?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I know anything about wool, and wool is it's intriguing the crap out of me because it's a renewable resource. So I think it's got huge potential. I just don't know.
Oh my.
This is Leslie want to know. How long you been doing it? It's actually almost today. I think it's almost my anniversary.
Come on.
What are we, May 5th?
Yeah.
I'd have to look back. It's May 2012, and it was like right this time of year.
5 years.
5 years.
We should have a glass of wine to
We're gonna have a cheers today, and I think I need it, and a tribute to Dutchie.
Yes, both of us.
I'm so, it took me, Amy can vouch for me here. It took me a year to build up the courage to do this. I really wanted to do it with her because I was too chicken shit to do it by myself. But my very first vlog was of Dutchie, and now I have that forever.
You do have that forever.
And she died like literally a month later.
Yep. To post that first one.
It took me a month to edit the first one.
What did Jack say?
It took me a year to post the first one.
What did Jack say after he saw your mad editing skills?
Jack hasn't seen it.
Yeah, but he should be.
He hasn't
like,
even.
Mom.
I had to guilt Jess into subscribing to my channel. So to answer one of Leslie's questions, do I have kids? I have 2 greasy teenagers. They're not greasy. Do you have kids? So that's that. So Jack is going to be 17 in November. Jess will be 15 in July. So how many sheep do we have? We have about 400, and then the lambs are on top of that. So probably at one time, all the time, I have probably 600 or 700 baby ruminants running around.
Oh my God.
But it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't look like it though.
No, because when the systems go, it's all good.
It's pretty cool.
Do you spend all day in the barn? No, but I like to. Because I don't like my house. I don't like doing housework. I freaking hate it.
We need to do it.
Have you ever gotten kicked before? If so, how bad?
They're not really.
Well, they're little. They're
strong though.
They're meanies. Like they're pushy. Where are the rams, or do you AI? I have actually I have 17 rams. They are in another pen until I use them, and then they are with the girls.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and she just wanted to know what the best cuts to buy. I really like leg of lamb in the winter, and I really like lamb chops in the summer.
Lamb chops in the summer.
And lamb sausage.
I've never had
delicious.
Lamb sausage.
Delicious.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you use hormones? No. No, I don't think anybody uses hormones in lamb that I know of.
Not that I know
Antibiotics, well, today is a perfect example why I do use antibiotics.
Yep.
However, no antibiotics leave the farm in an animal.
Well, they never do. Ever. But again, I don't think people...
But no one puts a label on it, ever. Or they do put a label on it. Or the label that says antibiotic free from or antibiotic free, like every other animal in Canada.
In the smallest print inside. Like all meat that ends up in the grocery store, thereby on your plate, is completely free of antibiotics.
Yeah, you have to write everything down.
Yeah.
We're like very regulated. I don't want to eat it. I go to the grocery store too.
We're feeding our kids.
I want antibiotics to work because...
You're damn right.
My kids, if they didn't get antibiotics when they had strep and crap, I would have died.
Jack's propensity for getting any kind of ear and or lung infection from 7 months until 5 years old was... Yeah. I don't know that people really understand that.
We use it too.
We use it too.
And that's
actually inhumane not to.
Yes.
So
and she wants to know if I have a husband. I do. He puts up with me. Yeah. Mark is my husband. Jack is my son.
Also, I have a Jack.
That's it. Okay. I think we're going to go eat.
We're going to go eat.
So hopefully I'll be doing a lot of editing because this is 42 minutes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
God, we talk a lot.
We talk a lot. Any parting words, Amy?
I think we need to do this more.
I do.
Sean Haney, tune in to see whether or not I'm going to drop an F-bomb, which
we didn't drop one F-bomb.
None.
We're getting old. I saw that. Bye.
Okay.
Say bye.